In Alas Malong Village, Singgojuru Subdistrict, Banyuwangi Regency, East Java, there is a special traditional ceremony to ward off disease outbreaks. This tradition has been going on for a long time and is still being carried out today. Known as Kebo Kabawan. Kebo Kabawan is one of traditional ceremonies, which is turning into a buffalo. As the name implies, Kebo Kabawan is done by turning into a buffalo. However, the buffalo used was not a real buffalo, it's a human who turns into a buffalo. The Kebo Kabawan ceremony is held once a year, precisely on the Sunday between 1st to 10 Stone Suro, according to Javanese calendar. Sunday was chosen because on this day the whole community was not working. Meanwhile, the election of the month of Suro was because the Javanese people believed this month was a sacred month. This traditional ceremony starts at 8 p.m. The ceremony begins with prayer and eating tumpeng together. There are 12 tumpeng provided at the joint meal program. The number represents the cycle of human life, 12 hours a day and 12 hours a night. After the ceremonial, comes the peak event, called Ader Bumi. And ceremony participants marched around Krajan village. In the line of participants of this ceremony there are village elders, community leaders, village officials, hadro players, and village of residents. Meanwhile, in the front row, apart from Kebo Kabawan or people dressed as buffalo, there is a woman who symbolizes Dewi Shri. Dewi Shri brought rice seeds. Before going to the residents' rice fields, the participants of this traditional ceremony will go to the dam first. They witnessed how the gatekeeper opened the dam and the water flowed to irrigate the plants that had been planted by residents along the village road. This imitation buffalo in village is annually chosen by local traditional leaders. The number of people chosen to become imitation buffalo is always the same every year. This imitation buffalo wore horns and covered his body with a black liquid made from a mixture of oil and charcoal. When they arrived at the rice fields, the behavior of this artificial buffalo was similar to that of a buffalo. They plow the fields, or wallow in the mud. Meanwhile, Dewi Shri sows rice seeds in the rice fields. The participants of the traditional tradition of Kebo Kabawan then fought over this seed. Apart from being a disaster repellent, this seed is believed to bring luckiness and blessings. In this area of rice fields, it is not uncommon for people to feel bored with people fighting over rice seeds. However, this Kebo Kabawan behavior did not hurt the residents. All Kebo Kabawan behavior is under the control of a handler. This handler will play a role in awakening the Kebo Kabawan of the possession that usually occurs in this traditional ceremony.
Ogoh-ogoh Parade, festive folk festival nearing Nyepi. Approaching Nyepi Day, the Hindu community undergoes a number of distinctive rituals which in essence are efforts to purify themselves and their surroundings. In 2 to 4 days before Nyepi, people purify themselves and worship devices at the temple through the melasti ceremony. Meanwhile, 1 day before Nyepi, Bhuta yajna ritual is performed. Bhuta yajna is a series of ceremonies to dispel blindness, which is a manifestation of negative elements in human life. In the Blind Yajna series, there is a tradition of Ogoh-ogoh parades that make it a vibrant annual festival and become a tourist attraction. Bhuta yajna consists of 2 stages, namely the Metjaru and Ingerapuk rituals. Metjaru is a ceremony offering various offerings to the blind. This ceremony is carried out from the family level, banja, sub-district, district, city, to the provincial level. Ingerapuk is a ritual of walking around a residential area while making sounds accompanied by spreading tau or rice and spreading incense smoke or torches in a crowd. The Ingerapuk ritual, which is usually carried out in conjunction with the Ogoh-ogoh procession, aims to keep blindness and all other negative elements away and not interfere with human life. Ogoh-ogoh are various dolls or statues that symbolize the negative elements, vices, and evil that surround human life. The dolls used to be made of a bamboo frame covered with paper. Over time, most Ogoh-ogoh today are made with styrofoam as a base because it produces a smoother 3-dimensional shape. The making of Ogoh-ogoh can take place weeks before Nyepi. The time to manufacture an Ogoh-ogoh can vary depending on the size, type of material, the number of human resources working on it, and the complexity of the design of the Ogoh-ogoh. Generally, every level of society from the Banjar level will make Ogoh-ogoh belong to their area. Youth in a region generally want the Ogoh-ogoh belonging to their region to be superior to those belonging to another region. For this reason, apart from being part of a traditional ritual, the process of making Ogoh-ogoh also becomes a forum for the outpouring of local youth creativity. The making of Ogoh-ogoh and the technicality of the procession is usually managed in a committee formed by the Teruna Teruni, a kind of youth organization, in each banja. The Ingerapuk rituals and Ogoh-ogoh parades take place simultaneously a day before Nyepi Day, or Tilam Sasi Kesinga, in every banjar throughout Bali. Preparations for the parade usually start in the afternoon and the parade will last until just before midnight. In order to run in an orderly manner, the Bali government then issued a number of policies, including regulating parade routes, concentrating crowd spots, and competing creativity in Ogoh-ogoh designs made by the community. A number of these efforts were made to prevent friction between the processions from various regions and at the same time pack this annual event into an attractive spectacle for the immigrant community, especially tourists.